Do you find those after-dinner games between the generations exciting? Here's my favorite, Monopoly. Monopoly on the truth. To play Monopoly on the truth, all you need to do is to think that your opinion is better than everyone else's, and you don't even need a playing board, okay?
Okay, Boomer.
Well, actually, it's not okay, because though Monopoly on the truth is exciting and agitating and aggravating and... Stop!
Okay, Boomer.
Okay, Boomer.
Okay, Boomer.
Okay, Boomer. Okay, Boomer.
Once again, OK Boomer takes you to Scenic City, USA, Chattanooga, Tennessee, to the Stone Cup Coffee Shop overlooking the Tennessee River. That's where I'm walking. We're here to meet millennial Eileen, who's approaching from the street side, and... Okay, we're in the same location, in a coffee shop. Where's Eileen?
Robert, is that you? Oh, how
No, it's somebody else. What do you do? You got it on the wall. Well, why not? Okay. We're talking with Eileen. Eileen is are you a millennial or a Z?
Millennial.
Oh, she's a millennial. Okay. Eileen, I've got a question for you. Have you stopped beating your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay. We got that all taken care of. Now let's look at the important stuff. The important stuff has to do with your job situation. Now, I've noticed that a lot of people in the workforce these days have been going in and out of the workforce. And you're no different, and some of your friends are no different. Now, you've got a story about a friend of yours who had a good performance review, but got the axe. What happened?
They had a good performance review. They were there for 90 days, and they were just told how highly valued they were at the company, and they were filling out their paperwork for health insurance and life insurance and all of the things. And then at that very same day, a mishap happened on one of the heavy machineries that was newer and that they were not super trained on, but they just came in the next day. Nobody talked to them about the story of what happened, and they just got fired. So right when they thought that their job was secured with signing up for all of the benefits for being there for 90 days, having a really good review, saying that like they were loved there, and that they wouldn't make or break the company if they were there or not, but that they loved having them there. And then the very next day, they were just fired.
Well, I've heard about things like that happening. I've worked part-time with companies during the weekend, and what I see is that you have these large corporations that are not interested in the individual. They're interested in their profits. You think that's what happened with you?
Yeah, I think that had a lot to do with it. I think that, the company would have to, pay extra money to have these people on for benefits. So then they had a little mistake happen that literally would happen to anybody, because the machine itself had a lot of faulty things to it. It was messed up from the time that it arrived in the building, just different things on there. So, I think that it seems like this specific company like to hire people, have them there for like a month, and then let them go and say they just didn't fit the vibe or they weren't a good fit for the company. And the whole 3 months that I was there were 7 people, not including myself, that either quit because the job sucked pretty bad, so they quit like within a week or 2 weeks, or got let go for not fitting the vibe of the place.
Alternatively, there are people who are in their late 50s, early 60s, who are fired before they can take their retirement because the company wants to save money. Yeah, so you see a lot of that. Now, as somebody who has a son, a boyfriend, you're living reasonably well, what is your next step going to be? Because you're looking for a job yourself.
Yeah, so luckily, though it has been really hard to make all of the ends meet, luckily I do have a car and I have the option to at least get out and DoorDash food items a few hours at different times of the days. And that brings in some money. But, with that, you spend a lot of money with gas too. So, you have to drive for 10 hours and just to counteract the amount of gas that was used throughout the day. And with the cost of living, you need to make at least 125 days a week at least. And that's really just squeaking by throughout the month. I'm saying 5 days a week. So out of the 4 weeks of the month, because rent is taken out once a month, most bills are taken out once a month, right?
I see.
So 5 times 4, so 20 days, and then the amount. So if you think about $100 a day, 5 days a week, that's 500. So then if you do 120 times 5, yeah.
Okay, so it seems like you need a couple of $1,000s a month to get by, right? Mm-hmm. Because you also have a child. What I remember when I was just entering the workforce, I was in broadcasting. And broadcasters didn't make that much money, but I had more than enough money to have a one-bedroom apartment, to drive my car, to do whatever I needed. And also minimum wage back then kept up with expenses. Now, you didn't live very well, but you weren't starving either. Now minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. It hasn't changed in years. $7.25 isn't going to get anybody anywhere, not even a kid going to school.
No.
So it looks like the cost of living has increased significantly, but the wages have not followed, and now you're in this little work where you're going from one little job to another just to make ends meet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, your major in college, you've got a college degree, was in art, and here's a picture of you, and you made it yourself, and you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Let me ask you, are you comfortable right now?
Yes.
This is an unusual Zoom call, folks. But, we like to Zoom here on OK Boomer. It shows that we're in the 21st century. Hey, how do you like my sweater?
Argyle's nice.
Yeah, it's a boomer type, isn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't want to betray my class. I wanted to look boomer.
Okay, boomer!
So, Eileen has her share of problems, doesn't she? How is she solving them? Well, we'll find those answers next time on OK Boomer when Eileen Kindred talks about how she's solving all the challenges that have surrounded her. I'm Robert Rickman.